Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Minecraft world. Today, we're in the same world as last time, but I'm actually not the one playing. I handed over control of my avatar to my boyfriend, and I told him that he could basically just run wild in the world, and I will be painting whatever it is that he builds. He started off pretty much immediately by organizing my chests. I know I'm not the most neat person, but this feels a little overkill. After he finished organizing, he went outside and said hi to the llamas. He also started punching my roof, which still hasn't fully oxidized. I'm not sure whether that means he likes it or hates it, but hopefully he just lets it be so that the copper can continue to age. He took my boat and rowed out to this island, where he chopped down the only tree there. I'm not entirely sure why he needed wood from that tree specifically, since I have plenty of oak logs at my base, but then he started building some kind of structure. It was a little hard at first to tell what it was that he was doing, but I figured out he was building a smiley face pointing towards my base. Hopefully that means that he likes it. I'm not sure. He then continued off on the boat and went towards this mushroom island. Unfortunately, there weren't any mushrooms to be seen, but this will definitely come in handy later if I ever want to build with mycelium or if I need a good supply of mushrooms for any reason. He then went back home, but not before gathering a whole bunch of kelp. I'm not entirely sure why he needs kelp, but he got quite a bit of it. And after returning home, thankfully putting the boat in the same spot that he found it, he decided to go and smelt up all of the kelp in my furnaces. In between episodes, I gathered some animals. I got a couple cows and some sheep, and I just trapped them in some blocks, but luckily he decided to build them a bit of a nicer looking fence. He then went mining while the kelp was still smelting, and of course he took lots of damage on his way into the cave, despite there being tons of water. He found a zombie villager while he was down there and spent quite a bit of time trying to trap it, but unfortunately I don't think he realized that zombie villagers despawn, and when I went to check if the villager was still there, it was gone. It was a valiant effort though, but unfortunately it seems I'm not going to be having any villagers anytime soon. Once all the kelp was done smelting, he went back and turned it all into block form. I'm not entirely sure why he needed 16 blocks of dried kelp, but he had them. He also spent some time crafting some copper torches and copper lanterns, which I actually didn't know existed. I'm not super familiar with the copper update in Minecraft, so it was really cool to see that there's new blocks I didn't know about. He then took the kelp blocks and the lanterns and made himself a little house. Emphasis on the little. It has a very interesting block palette. I'm not sure I've ever seen kelp blocks, birch planks, and andesite combined before. And of course, he decided to crack some jokes. I will say I am definitely a big fan of the copper torches. I love that shade of green. I did a little painting of his base. It's not very detailed. But to be honest, I had a really hard time painting the dried kelp blocks. That's not really a material that I use or think about very often, so it was a nice challenge trying to think of how to portray them. For now, goodbye everyone.